What are you looking at? Huh? Yeah, you? You're looking at me, as usual, my beautiful face, because that's how I start every single one of these episodes. So, welcome back everyone. My name is Chez 9896, and this is episode 6 of the world of Chez. Last episode, it was incredibly progress-based. We've done a lot. We, firstly, went to the Nether to get our little friend over here, Philip. He's a very cute little guy. Look at him. Oh, hello. So, we've done that. We got a saddle for him. We've made an opening up there so that he can get in and out. And we got to the Nether to get there with this great big Nether portal. Then after that, we travelled over to the villages over yonder in that direction. And we got a whole lot, or 2 villages actually, which I have bred and have got lots and lots of villagers. And now everything is enchanted with mending. I also have a diamond hoe, because of course I do. There's also seems to be a zombie in the walls somewhere, and I'm not entirely sure why there's a zombie in the walls somewhere. But I'm not complaining because I have an unofficial iron farm by accident, and I sort of love it. So yeah, I've got at least a stack of iron from this by now. All of our villagers, I've got a fisherman, believe it or not, because I can finally use up all the fish. I have a efficiency 5 librarian who I'm not actually used yet. I probably ought to. I have a mending librarian who also does depth strider 1, so I'll definitely use that. And then of course we have the silk touch librarian who is least level, and then I've got 3 Fletchers for wood. So since last episode was very progress based, I think this episode I want to do something that's more base based. Which doesn't make sense when I say it out loud, but I want to do the storage room, basically. Get it? Basically. I'm so funny. I will go and do the storage room. I'll walk you guys through my thought process, and although there's not usually a lot of thoughts going on behind these eyes, there are some, and they're normally to do with cheese or building. And then I will also utilise Philip once more, and I might go and start building some facades along this wall, because if I go over here and I break it open, there's water, so there is no way, not in a month of Mondays, going to be any buildings there, because I don't want to deal with that, because that involves a lot of effort to hollow out a bunch of water. So that's boring and mean, and I don't like to do that. So instead, we're going to take what materials we have, which is actually not many at the minute, because I turned most of my wood into sticks. Cough, cough, definitely not. But I might have some more upstairs. I think I kept most of my spruce wood, but I might be lying to myself. No. Well, I'll walk through what I've thought about the storage room. I think we're going to have some spruce wood. Spruce just looks good with that sort of thing. We're going to have a diorite floor. It'll be polished diorite, of course. And did they add polished diorite bricks or something? I feel like they did, but that might just be a mod. You can hear the iron golems dying. I'm going to have either a spruce or dark oak roof, probably dark oak, because it's what I've got more of. And then along here, probably just, I might go jungle logs, I might go spruce logs, and I'll decide what looks better. But I think I will do some resource gathering and then hop into a time lapse, since there's not going to be an awful lot of actual detailing in this, since most of it's chests. I do want to stress though, I won't use this that much. It will be used for items stored in bulk, so wood, stone, deep slate, when I have too much deep slate from mining, though I'm alright with materials, the mines at the minute. So yeah, it's not going to be the most exciting room in the area, but it'll be something. So I shall see you once I have got me some spruce wood. And here we are, back with a fully made storage system. It might not be the biggest thing in the world, but there are a lot of chests. Do I plan to label these? Maybe, I don't know. It might just end up being a chest monster under the illusion of being organised. But I've used some more shelves, which of course you know I'm excited about. You know how much I love the shelves. And you can also see that I've changed the arch, and I'll be honest, it looks a bit like a chimney and a fireplace, but I sort of love it. I'm also quite happy with where I put the crafting table. It just didn't look right sat like there or there, because there's nothing else to go next to it. I've been wanting to use this technique for a while, where it gradually goes down, because usually what you would have, for anyone who's not like in the world of building that much, is just that, and that looks fine, but the shelves just make it look so much better, and I love that. Of course, we've lanterned everywhere. One of my villagers has a trade of 1 emerald for a lantern, so I have loads and loads of lanterns. I also went trading with some piglins because I had some gold from earlier, which is why the spectral arrows and the fire res potion and whatnot have come from. Got some barrels which might end up being used for storage by accident, so I just click on it and put stuff in there. But yeah, very quaint but very nice. I'm also quite a big fan of the floor, though I haven't actually checked of how it looks here, and I'll be honest, that looks a bit naff. I wonder if I can use a trapdoor and just cover it up, really. That looks a lot better, to be fair, but I might see if I can just like cover it up with stone. Actually, I now have a silk touch pickaxe, which has made that a lot easier to get stone. But let's get a bit more for good measure. Oh, actually, not from there. I need to keep the illusion that the logs are actually in the ground. Oh, I forgot I covered up all of this. This took a lot of smelting, by the way, in case anyone's interested. Oh, you know what? I can just go and mine into here. No one's going to see this bit. This will be covered with a building at some point. So, we'll just use that bit, shall we? Right, let's see. A little bit of terraformage. I wonder if it can creep into here a bit. No, that looks shocking. Yeah, I think that's about as good as we're gonna get. Besides, it's quite a small detail. I'm sure no one will miss it. Let's just... Oh no, it's the wrong way round. Oh, I forgot how annoying it was to put these trapdoors down. Yeah, and up we go. Yeah. Voila. Beautiful. Right, next thing. Next order of business. We are going to begin to place down some structures along here using our happy gas. I've run out of leads because I keep losing them. So this is now where we've kept Philip, which would probably get me a visit from animal welfare. But it's fine because animal welfare doesn't exist in Minecraft, and Philip will have a nice new home eventually. So yeah, oh hello. I really love these boots. They don't even have feather falling on, and they still protect me from pretty much every fall. So yeah, I'm gonna dump all of my stuff, grab some concrete and lay out the bare bones of this little area over here. So let's just go and be gone. Oh no, I'll keep that, thank you. Be gone. I don't need any of this. Bye bye. Au revoir. Cool, that'll do. And I think I still have concrete, and then I'll chuck a few bits of terracotta in there too, because I'll probably use them when I run out of concrete, which is going to happen. Right, Philip, are you ready for your first big debut that wasn't in transport? Let's get rid of your little cage. Oh, whoa. Strip you back while I'm up here. So I think the first thing I need to do is light up this area a bit, just so I can see what I'm working with. As for inspiration for this wall, I have nothing. I'll be honest, I have absolutely nothing. I've done other buildings that are built into mountains and such that are like this, but I think all I'm gonna really do is build some basic shapes and go from there. Just like this, because these don't have to be accessible. Also, that was the perfect amount of concrete. The likelihood is, with this thing for instance, I will put just a barrier and a wall at the back, and that will be it, and there'll be a roof on the top. And there will be some standout buildings. I'd like to have at least one big, it's like a feature building. And I think for a feature building, I might do one similar to that one up there, just not functional. So what do I have the most of? Orange. Okie dokie. Let's go and bring this out a bit, just to create that depth. And I feel like I sort of want this one to look short, because I don't want to just have a replica of this building here, of the robot tower, I'll call it, just because it looks a bit like a robot. Like, it's got 2 legs, and then it's got a little mouth, and then, I don't know, an eye, a monobrow, I don't know. I think we want this one to be a bit shorter. I'm used to creative, I keep pressing shift to go down like you would in creative, but you just need to sort of look. It doesn't help that you can press space to go up like you would with creative. But I'm thinking what I need to do is, how many blocks have I made this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I maybe do a feature like this, where there's a little, not balcony necessarily, just an outcrop really, to add a bit of swankiness. Are we missing anything? Yes, Philip, I know. Oh, it does look a bit funky. Oh, what does it need? Honestly, I think it needs another building beneath it that stretches outwards quite a lot. Maybe if I start it like here and I go oh hello. Oh, okay, cool. Maybe if I go a bit taller actually and eat some fish. It's quite disconcerting that you can't see your hunger bar here. So if I start from here, then the roof will stretch along there, and then we just need to bring it down a bit. Oh, Happy Gas, I love you so much. You're such a good addition to the game, but you're such a pain to get used to using. How are we looking? It looks funky, sure, but it will look better when it's built. Everything looks better if you can add enough detailing. And I think I want something up here. I don't think the roof will do it though. Maybe an extra bit to the yellow, perhaps. Just set back a bit. And if I can do that so it looks like it's been carved into this bulge of rock, I think that could work really quite well. Are we missing anything else? I don't think so. So I suppose that the only thing we have left to do is gather a bunch of resources. And oh, I'm dying again. And the only thing that I really will need, because I've got quite a lot of terracotta, I'll need to decide on the colours. I'll need a lot more spruce wood, which is fairly easy to get. I think I have some spruce saplings and I have loads of bone meal, or enough bone meal at least. What colours are we thinking? I don't want orange. Orange, I want something different. What colour have I done over there? That's just normal. Would blue work? I don't think blue would work for the piratey theme I'm trying to keep up, instead of going to Wild West, though I suppose they are quite similar. What sort of colours do we want? I think that one is good, or maybe that one might be working better for yellow, just because that's yellow up there. Yellow's a definite colour choice, so we'll mark you as yellow, which might end up looking very confusing. I might actually be able to do part of this one in like a granite or something, and maybe green. Oh, green might work. It's not piratey or Middle Eastern, it's more like South America vibes, I think. I don't know if it's the right country, but it makes me think of Cuba. I don't actually know where Cuba is because I'm not very good at geography, but it gives Cuba vibes. Hang on, let me have a look. What does Cuba look like? Oh, to be fair, it's not that far off. I think I might have accidentally built Cuba architecture. It's all very colourful. Where even is Cuba? It's very Art Nouveau. I quite like it. And I think I've accidentally built quite a lot of it. Look at me go. let's just have a look at where Cuba is. Yeah, South Africa. I thought South America even. I thought it was. Yeah, I like the architecture anyway. I like the architecture that I've done, which I think is intended to be piratey and Middle Eastern, and has resulted in being Cuban. Because, of course it does. You thought this was all intentional. I'm not that good. I'm alright, but I'm not that good. So I think, yeah, we're going to go green over here, yellow over here, maybe blue? No, I don't think blue will work. Orange I don't think will work next to the yellow very well. Oh, red. Red could work. Yeah, definitely. Let's go and mark you with red, and I'll just have to remember the other one's green because I don't have any green terracotta. Well, in that case, I will hop into a montage of resource gathering. Yeah, that shall be fun. Let's just park Philip back over here, and we'll just, yeah. Sorry, dude. Thank you, Philip. I won't be building and filling in those frames this episode. I will do that next episode, and there is a high probability that in future episodes I won't even take you through the framework, but I thought I would, since I've not done that before, and given that this channel is about it's 6 weeks old now, because it's the 6th episode and there's one episode a week. Yeah, since the channel's about 6 weeks old now, I've not done a lot. I will hop into this resource gathering montage after this lovely little sidetrack quest, reverie if you will, that I've been on. And that is that donezo. We have got loads and loads of wood and terracotta, which, although you didn't see it, I smelted it all up. I found a horse who's pretty fast and he's got a decent jump. Not the best health in the world, but he will survive. And I have named him... Oh, hang on, that's the wrong key. There we go. He's called Blackbeard. Hello. Since I thought I would spend some time appreciating the roots of my build, which was intended to be piratey, even though, as we've discussed, it is quite far from it. So yeah, we have Blackbeard the horse. I will jump down here and we'll show you what we've got. I've not dyed any of the terracotta because, well, I didn't have time / couldn't be bothered. But we've got some terracotta there. It might actually all still be in there. Yeah, it's all in here still. We've got loads though. Each of these holds half a stack. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 5 stacks of terracotta. That will last us a good while. So, we've got all of the terracotta. We have got a bunch of wood, maybe in this chest. Yeah, look at all of that. That'll last us a good while. Not to mention some stuff left over from earlier, like this and this. And I should probably mine that at some point in the future. So yeah, life is good. I have not transported anything to my storage room, aside from that and that, which is rudimentary at best, but you know what, it looks pretty. And I think between now and next episode, I am going to begin dyeing things for that. Yeah, we've done the storage system, we've got a bunch of stuff planned out next episode with our building over in this direction here, so that's good. And I apologise because last week there was no video. It was Christmas, and quite frankly, whatever you celebrate, fairly certain they all have something to do with getting together, so most people were probably also celebrating some holiday. Whether you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah, or I think Eid is around here, I don't really know. But whatever you celebrate, I hope you enjoyed it. So that is about the end of my episode. I wonder if I should keep saying it's the end when it's not yet the end, so I keep changing bits. There we go, now I don't have to deal with the polished granite. Yeah, because I do kind of need that, don't I? Regardless, now it's actually the end of the episode. I'm going to go and dye some terracotta, and I shall see you next week. Goodbye.